Curiously Veg Radio is brought to you by Thrive Market. Thrive Market is absolutely wonderful because it's a revolutionary online marketplace with a mission to make healthy living easy and affordable for everyone. We use it ourselves. We love ordering from them and getting food delivered right to our door. They also have organic and GMO-free products and up to 50% off products every day. They also have free shipping. I mean, come on, you can't get better than that. Say if you're wanting, Bragg's nutritional yeast to try out some nooch on your favorite little veggie dishes, you can get it from Thrive Market. And Thrive Market's members pay a low member fee of $59.95, and that's less than $5 a month, and currently offer free national shipping on orders of $49. Like I said, free shipping, can't beat it. So start your free month trial now. Yes, that's it, free month. You get a whole free month of getting whatever goodies you want delivered right to your door by going to curiouslyvegradio.com/Thrive Market and sign up and get that good stuff delivered to your door.
And Curiously Veg Radio is sponsored by Audible.com. Get a free audiobook download and 30-day free trial at audibletrial.com/CuriouslyVegRadio. Between working on all the sites we have and getting this magazine ready, I don't have too much time to read. But what I do have time to do is listen to How Not to Die, Discovery of Foods Scientifically Proven to Prevent and Reverse Disease, written by Michael Greger, MD. You can get that title and over 180,000 other titles for your Android, Kindle, or MP3 player. Get your free audiobook download now at audibletrial.com/CuriouslyVegRadio.
You're listening to Curiously Veg Radio, WCVR, featuring the Vegan Renegade and the Geek.
I'm sure it's not flat. That's not where it's at. Okay, anyway, sorry. Hey guys, welcome to episode 25 of. Oh, here we go. Curiously Veg Radio. And I actually had my hand on the effect there. So welcome to episode 5 of Curiously Veg Radio. With you as always is your host Dave the Geek, and that's it really. That's it's just little old me. Well, I'll kind of explain that while you're just getting me today here in a bit. But first, before we go too deep, anybody who's new or hasn't quite caught onto this journey yet. Curiously Veg is a movement which will open a dialogue between vegan, vegetarian, plant-based, and non-plant-based people alike in an effort to help educate and open the hearts and minds of others. We educate, not intimidate. Oh yeah. Yeah. I probably could have done an echo on that one. So, So everyone, welcome to Curiously Veg Radio. If you're new to the plant-based lifestyle, hopefully we can guide you and help you move to the next level. If you've been doing it for a while, hopefully we can. We also add a little more information to you, and actually I entertain you in the process. So if you like what you're hearing, if you like what I'm laying down, please support the show by going to curiouslyvegradio.com/support, and you can help the show out in a few ways. One of those ways being signing up for one of the affiliates, or we have a shop. We actually sold a couple of shirts, We actually sold a couple of shirts, and things like that. We actually recently added the Curiously Veg logo and the Curiously Veg Radio logo to a few things. So if you want to rock the logo and help us out, that would be awesome. You can, if you do like the show, if you don't like the show, just want to help us out in this way, you can always subscribe. You go to go to any podcatcher of choice, Curiously Veg Radio, boom, we're right there. You'll find us no problem. We should be on everything. If there is a podcatcher you use that we are not on, send me an email, curiouslyvegradio.com/contact or curiouslyveg@gmail.com. Let me know, hey, I can't find you. Where are you? I'll find us for you and send you a link, or I will get us on your podcatcher so you can sign up and check it and keep up with us. So, if you go to a website at all, curiouslyvegradio.com, you can support. You can see all the options. You can hear past shows, all 25 previous shows. So, Yeah, and we are a year in. This is actually we released our first episode on like November 1st. So this is it. This is the year. Maybe I'll do a da-da. Okay, it's a space for da-da. If I did it, that's how I would do it. So yeah, made it a year. 25 episodes in, a lot of audio changes and things like that. So I look forward to another year, entertaining everybody and educating everyone, the absolute best that I can. So, as I said, Hope is not here. She has actually moved on to her first love, which is writing and publishing. Something she actually did for a long time, and then she actually went to school for communications. And she wanted to focus on publishing. She got into the health arena, and she originally decided that that's what she wants to go back into. And I highly support her. I know everyone out there does, and I wish her the best. She is not gone. She has not gone for good. We still hang out, do all of our best friendy stuff, and she will be on the show from time to time. If there's a topic that comes up or something's going on that she really wants to talk about, or that I think she'd be amazing for, which would be most topics, she'll jump in and give me some back and forth. But until then, it is me. As far as the future of the show goes, I'll be bringing in like guest hosts. We're doing interviews. Everything, nothing like that will change. I'll try to have someone to banter back and forth with, because as you will see, things go much better when I have someone to banter with, and I'm not just talking to you aimlessly by myself. So, that's pretty much the future. Nothing changes but one voice, and every now and then we'll have a guest voice on the air. So, this week, and to all those, this will be after Halloween, so happy Halloween to everybody. And actually, this kind of goes into it. So, this week, I think it's like Monday, we got into a discussion on a Facebook page. Someone had posted that their wisdom teeth are coming in. So all of you eating too much candy, you make sure you brush your teeth. All right, so what's happening to you? But the wisdom teeth were coming in, and they were concerned, and it was causing them pain. They were concerned about going to the dentist because of they were afraid that the Novocaine and the anesthetics and things like the anesthetics. Yeah, anesthetics, right? Yeah, we'll go with that. Anesthesia, anesthetics. I think it's mixed the word aesthetics and anesthesia together. I mean, the anesthesia would either have animal products in them or have been tested on animal products, and that's they were upset. And they're I don't know who it was, but I'll say that their post was so my wisdom tooth is growing and causing me so much pain, but I refuse to go to the dentist, not because I'm scared, but because the anesthesia. Yeah, see, I said it right the second time. They have animal products in them, and I don't want it inside my body. Did any vegans get the wisdom teeth removed? If so, how did you get it done? There was quite a few comments and some back and forth. And I'll read my response. And my response was essentially that I had mine out recently. I had 4 of them taken out, all 4 taken out, and thing I had to explain. I think one thing I want people who have been vegan for a while, however long time that is, or new to it and trying to understand, like where the line is and what this means, is that veganism is not about perfection. It's not about you should always be trying to keep yourself at your highest level. But the definition is of veganism essentially, and this is basically the definition that comes from the person who coined the phrase. It's about avoiding animal exploitation where practicable. Now that word is very, very important. Where practicable. I'll get to that here in a second. And so what I said to this person was, your wisdom teeth can get affected. It can cause your teeth to break and it can kill you. You can actually it's close to your brain. It's close to your carotid artery. That infection can get to your brain and it can kill you. I mean, we actually have found fossil remains of infected teeth where we believe based on the decay around the bone that it was likely that a tooth infection is what killed the person that we found. So, teeth, and I will speak from experience because as someone who is stubborn going to the dentist, teeth aren't something to mess around with. They can get infected and get into your bloodstream. It can kill you. As a matter of fact, some cardiologist won't work on someone unless, if they're in an emergency, it's different. But if they need some heart work done, they'll have them go to the dentist first prior to having heart surgery done, just because your teeth can affect your heart so much. And this is something that I had to get over stubbornness and make sure I was taken care of. And so again, it goes back. So there's a lot in here about people like, most people are encouraging like you get it done. You're better off handling it. My thing was if you're avoiding necessary treatment, isn't considered practicable. And again, I'll talk about what that means here in a second. It is unfortunate that we live in a world where there are products that contain, I hate saying we're products, but products that contain, that have animals in them or are tested on them that we need. And it does suck. It's completely unfortunate. But what I said to them was, if you're sick or if you're dead, you have no way of speaking up. You have no way of being a voice for the voiceless, as we tend to say. So, most people are encouraging and saying generally the same thing. And there were when I had one person who told me that your health doesn't come above others. And is there a difference in and that's a fun statement, right? And this person admits they never had to make a health decision before like this. So it's really interesting too when you read that health doesn't come before others. But what point is that true and is that not true? Like they say, and this is something that Hope and I talked about recently, with her moving over to where she is now. Finding the thing that makes you happy and the thing that makes you fulfilled. And now sometimes you have to put the oxygen mask on yourself before you put it on others. And that's not being selfish. That's understanding that if you don't take care of yourself, you're not going to be in a state to help take care of others. And that's exactly what's going on here. New setting. The audio sounds different. It's the new setting, but and that's where it comes in here. So, foregoing your health doesn't make it any easier or doesn't make it any easier or more practical to be able to help others, whether it be the planet, animals, people, anything like that. So, talking about the word practicable means, the word practicable means where possible, where you can make the conscious decision. I'm not speaking very well today, so getting all up and going vegan and done. There's some overnighters, and that's great. I was a little bit of overnighter. I kind of whittled down a little bit and then just dropped to cold. And there are people who need to take this time to transition, and we need to make sure that we understand and we help them through that next step and that next stage. People who have to take medication. If you're a diabetic, the likelihood that your medication either has animal products in it or is tested on animals is extremely high. If you're a vegan and you're diabetic, which likelihood is you have type 1, just because you take medication that technically is not vegan does not reset your clock every time you do it. You're still following a plant-based lifestyle. You're still vegetarian. You're still vegan. You're still following that. And it's not right for us to look at the person and say, well, technically you're not. No, that's not how this works. Again, it's back to being practicable. That person not having the medication is not practicable. As long as they're making the practicable choices, the logical choices they have the ability to make without impeding their own health and their own strength to continue to be a voice. You who's doing this, and that person that you're looking at is well within the means of definition of what being a vegan is. No one is perfect, and that's the main thing that I want everyone to understand. When you're out in the world, and you have a friend who is trying to be vegan, and they eat something with eggs in it, all right, that is not a time to berate them. That is a time to, if anything, maybe, well, here's how you know, here's how you look, here's the questions you can ask to help them along. If you're at a restaurant, here's how you can ask the waiter or say certain things to the waiter to make sure there's nothing in them. We just tell them you have dairy and egg allergies, and they'll make sure. There's little tricks you can do to kind of just move things along. But the important thing is to not judge each other. Understand we're on a different journey. We have different decisions to make, Now, this is not saying when you're at a steakhouse to say, well, I guess I'm eating steak tonight because that's where we are. That's not practical. It's not a green light to return back to exploitation simply because you don't feel like messing with it. That's not the same thing. Yes, sometimes being a vegan, especially at first, can be tough and it can be a little stressful, especially in social situations. But most of us know and understand that in the long run, this is the correct way to heal the environment, to heal and maintain your own personal health, and as well as just your biologically correct way of nurturing yourself. So, and this is a relative. This is a topic just I want to do by myself. Hoping I talk about this a lot. I think we've mentioned it before on the show. But this is something that I know this will be relatively short episode. I just wanted to take the time and let everyone understand a few things. Like I said, one, be kind to each other and understand that everyone's on their own journey. If you're a vegan, you have friends who are trying to go vegetarian and vegan and move forward, be there for them on their journey, help them with their journey. If you're new, if you're just starting this out, find someone who's vegan and who can talk to you and kind of help you answer the tough questions, the social questions. Well, what happens? Is beer, is wine? Is that vegan? What do I do with that? If you don't have someone, email me. curiouslyveg@gmail.com. Go to the website, curiouslyvegradio.com. Click on contact. Shoot me an email. I have no problem. I will pen pal every single one of you if you need it. Right? I know Hope would have no problems if there's a question that you think she could answer. I could pass something along to her. Any of our guests that we've had that you think could help you, shoot me an email and I will try to get them those questions and get back to you on that on that stuff. Be kind to each other. Understand that you're not perfect. The people around you aren't perfect. As long as you're making decisions at the best you can and the most practicable, and making sure the decisions you're able to make are in line with your morals and ethics and your diet, which all line up within this lifestyle. You got a friend in me, everybody. You got a friend in us. Okay, so please reach out if you have any questions. Find someone who is near you and kind of guide you along. And if you're a veteran like me, find those who need a little bit of assistance in moving forward and keeping on track. But again, be kind to each other, and please don't judge each other. Okay, all right. So we did actually have a. Actually, speaking of reaching out, if you would like to be a guest host or a guest on the show, curiouslyvegradio.com/contact, or just click contact on the main menu. You can also email me, curiouslyveg@gmail.com. So if you can be a guest, you have a topic, this specific topic you want to talk about. Maybe you have a book coming out. That we'd love to have you on. It's something that you really have something that you want to talk about and really get out there. Let me know. We'd love to have you on. If you're going to be a guest host being a little different, usually a couple of topics, and it's usually back and forth. It's a little less interview-like and more of a conversation. Go back and listen to previous ones. Guest host would be a lot like when I and Hope are together. Being a guest would be like our interviews with Dr. Garth Davis, our interviews with we have so many. Jen, who was awesome. I really want to have her back on the show. Our interview we did. Oh God, man, my brain is. How does your brain go blank when you're actually stuff you should be doing? Robert Cheek, Howard Jacobson. Our last episode was with Howard Jacobson. That was an awesome show. So if you'd like to be on the show as a guest host to have a banter or just kind of have an interview and talk about a specific topic that aligns with the show, please reach out to me. So we have an email I want to go over, and we have a review. So I'm not going to read the person's email or their name, anything like that. But I do want to read what they said, because I'll tell you, getting emails about what the show does and how we reach out and how we touch people gives me goosebumps. Makes the hair stand up on my arms, man. I absolutely love it. So I'm going to read this right quick, and there actually was some suggestions and questions in here I actually want to address. So The email reads. The email reads. Hey, Vegan Renegade and the Geek. Hello. Just wanted to say thank you for your podcast. You are welcome. I discovered it when I was still vegetarian and very interested in going vegan, but cheese. Trust me, that's the hardest thing. Well, that's something. This topic we can probably definitely cover. That's probably the biggest thing. After listening to your episodes, I've learned so much and taken the plunge to full-blown vegan. Dude, that's a clapping. It's the sound of one person clapping for you, and everyone in Kirsty Veg Land is cheering for you right now. Trust me. I've had chronic stomach problems and migraines. Have yet had any issues since going plant-based. I feel so great, and just wanted to thank you both for your support. Again, here to support you. Anyone, especially yourself, if you have any questions after taking this plunge, please shoot me an email. Go to our Facebook page. We are on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, and Snapchat. We don't post too much. We don't have any followers. I need to start posting more to get keep you guys entertained when we're not in the air. But yeah. Of course, I think you figured out that your stomach and migraines are probably dairy based. Dairy and dairy wreaks havoc on your body, and migraines it contributes big to migraines and to stomach issues. We heard that a lot when we talked to Patrick. We saw his talk at Asheville Vegan Fest. So he did have a PS in here, and he said he'd love to hear a vegan Thanksgiving holiday podcast to hear some of your favorite recipes and tips for surviving and going home to non-vegan family. Yes, that is the next episode. I am going to plan that. That will be the next one. I am working on getting a guest on to talk about that. We'll see. But I have some recipes that I do almost every year to just have some go-tos. And I am the only vegan in my entire family. So when I go home for the holidays, it is always just me. And trying to ward people off from eating my food. It's mine. You can have all of that. This is mine. Don't eat it all. I will share, and I will try to put together recipes of stuff that I make. So I'm trying to get somebody on the show for that. So hopefully that will work out. But yeah, next episode will be vegan Thanksgiving holiday recipes and tips on going home for the holidays as a vegan, whether you're a vegetarian or new, and dealing with family who don't quite understand. So we also have a new review. We haven't had a new review in a long time. People, please give us a review. Go to iTunes, give us 5 stars. People don't know this, but you can only give 5 stars. I didn't realize it. 5 stars is the only option. So just go ahead, hit less than that. It'll give you an error. Your computer will crash and you'll smoke and explode. So just make it easy. Make it easy for yourself. Go give us a review. Go and do 5 stars to save your computer's hardware, and give us a review on iTunes. I will always read iTunes reviews on the air. I want so many reviews, I have to space them out because I can't read them all in one episode. That's what I want to do. Kirsty Veg Nation, that is your assignment. Give us a review. Give me so many reviews on iTunes that I cannot read them on the air. I have to space them out. This is your mission. If you choose to accept it, you don't have a choice. So the review reads 5 stars. Obviously, your computer would explode if you didn't. Subject, love CVR. How could you not? Okay. So this podcast is informative, supportive, and entertaining. Why, thank you. They've given me the knowledge to make the transition to fully plant-based and the confidence to do it in a way that works for me. My only complaint is having to wait so long between episodes. I hope more and more vegans, plant-based eaters take on the mantra of educating, not intimidating. Oh, yeah. All right. I like that filter. That's my favorite filter. And so this is from A. Floyd 8. And thank you for the review. Again, I obviously love getting reviews. It's probably one of my most favoriteest things to get to get to read on the air. And to your point of wait so long between episodes. So we started out at the very beginning doing episodes once a week, and that became a bit of a mad dash. to get to put something together. We get a topic to research. I have a 9-to-5 job, and Hope has writing and working with Matt's art, and all of her health research that was taking up a lot of her time. So we went to twice a week, and that worked a lot better. We were able to scramble less and set interviews up a lot easier. And so we thought about doing once a month. We tried that. I've noticed there's been a long break, and so now that Hope has stepped away, I'm making sure I'm trying to keep us at 2 weeks. I'm gonna have a 9-to-5. I work for a nonprofit on the West Coast, so my hours are weird. So I'm keeping it 2 weeks. This goes out on the 1st, and that means basically means every other Tuesday. So that's how we're going to be doing that. So, yeah, every 2 weeks, and again, that's if we can do it. I don't think we're doing it more often than that. Maybe I'll figure out like if I start doing a good hour long or so show, maybe every other week in between, I can do a little short list or something like that in between on every other week on the mid weeks. So again, thanks everyone for taking the time to listen to the show. You can check us out at curiouslyvegradio.com. We have a contact, we have a support, we have everything on there in the top menu you can get access to. You can like us and follow us and friend us and plus us and wherever you us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, every social media. You will find us at Curiously Veg. That's it. We are everywhere, including Snapchat. Please follow us. We would love more likes. If we get more followers, it definitely is going to drive to actually putting more content out there. We can get a lot more interaction from you guys. So that's it. And again, thank you for hanging out and listen to my banter. Bye, guys.